Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back, everyone. Today we're going to continue in the algebra part. We'll have a kind of a long video because I will discuss a lot of questions. Here we start. Question 9.1. If 10x equals 1010 plus 10,100. Find the value of x. This is a very easy question because the first step we add these two numbers by a long addition. Then you will find it is 10,000. I'm sorry, 11,110. Then we divide by 10. Then we divide by 10. As you know, when you divide by 10, we only remove the 0. So the answer will be 1111. So the first step, simply we add these two numbers. Then we divide both sides by 10 to isolate x, to have x alone. So we divide both sides by 10. Then we remove the 0 only. Then the answer 1111. So the answer is D. This kind of easy question. Now I will show you a kind of difficult questions, which is a question. Next question, 9.2. Here in this example, always in these cases, you work on the first equation. You have two equations with two variables. So always in this case, work on the first equation and try to use the second equation. And the second equation, you can see that y equal to x squared. So find the value of y. So I need to exchange 2x squared by y. But here I don't have 2x squared. If you want to work on this equation, the first step, you are looking for 2x squared. So the first step, I think it's a good idea to divide this equation by 2. So if you divide this equation by 2, you need to divide each term by 2. So you will have 2x squared, because 4 divide 2 is 2, plus 2y divide 2 equals y, and 8 divide 2 equals 4. Now look at this term, 2x squared, which is y. So we can replace this term by y. So we will have y plus y equals 4. Now 2y equals 4. This means y equals 2. So the answer is B. So we worked on the first equation and we use the information in the second equation. In the next question, this kind of easy questions as well, when you have two fractions, both have x, we have two fractions, we either do cross multiplication, or because 1 over 7 plus x equals 1 over 3x plus 1. So because the numerator is 1, so the numerators are equal, so the denominators are equal. Or we can do cross multiplication. This multiply this equal this multiply that. So 1 multiply 3x plus 1 equal 3x plus 1. 3x plus 1 equals what? The second part, 1 multiply 7 plus x, which is 7 plus x. So this equation with one variable, it's very easy to solve this equation, and you should know how to solve this kind of equation. We put the x's in one side, so 3x already in the first side, and we bring x from the second side to the first side, but we should change its sign. It become negative or minus x. Now, on the other side, we put numbers. We already have 7, and we bring the 1 to the other side. It becomes minus 1. So 3x minus x equals 2x. So 2x equals 7 minus 1 equals 6. Now we divide both sides by 2 because we want x alone. So x equals 6 divide 2 equals 3. The answer is C. Now let's discuss another question. Here in this question 9 x minus y equals 10, x squared minus y squared equals 20. Find the value of x. In my opinion, we need to try the options. We need to try out the options. So let's try x as 6 for example. X minus what equals 10? We can try negative 4. We suppose that y equals negative 4. So it will equal 10 because 6 plus 4 equals 10. So if we accept the x as 6 and the y as negative 4, let me try it in the second equation. In the second equation, 6 power 2 equals 36. Y is negative 4. So negative 4 power 2 equals 16. So 36 minus 16 equals 20. So it works. No need to try the other options, but if you want, try, for example, 10. So here, 10 minus what equals 10? So the x will be 10 and the y will be 0. So if you try it in the other equation, 10 power 2 equals 100 minus 0, it will not equal 20. So in my opinion, in this case, we need to try the options. We need to try out the options. So the correct option is a equal x equal 6. Now let's go to another example, which is considered a difficult question. Third multiplied by a number, let's suppose that the number is x, then multiplied by 3 over 4, it gives 9. So let me think of the number as x. I have an easy way for this question because the number which is x multiplied by third, then multiply by 3 over 4. So I can multiply 3 over 4 by 1 over 3. It equals 3 over 12 or equal fourth, because the number is multiplied by third and then multiplied by what? 3 over 4. So I multiply them directly, I get fourth. So the question is equals 1 over 4. The question is fourth of a number. What's the number multiplied by quarter equals 36, equals 9. I'm sorry. So I just multiply 9 by 4. I just multiply 9 by 4 because fourth of a number is 9. So I want a number. I divide it by 4. I get 9, which is 36. So the answer is B. I think this is the easiest way to do this question. Here, 7 and 7 the power 3 minus x equals 7 power 3x minus 6. If we have the same, in this equation, we have equal sides. If we have the same base, so this means the exponents are equal. So the first exponent, so it's very easy question. We just focus on the in the exponents. 3 minus x equal 3x minus 6. So we make them equal as well. 3 minus x equals 3x minus 6. Now, as I mentioned before, we put the variables on one side, so we keep 3x on the second side, and we bring negative x to this side. It becomes plus x. And the first part, we have 3 minus 6 become plus 6. So if you add, now let's combine like terms. 3x plus x equal 4x. Here 3 plus 6 equals 9. Now we divide both sides by 4. So x equals 9 over 4. The answer is A. Now, let's go to this question. Here, directly, guys, we can get root of 3 as a common factor, and directly we can delete it. We can simplify, guys, here 2 to power of 3 multiply by root of 3 plus 2 power of 5 multiply root of 3. So if you can see that root of 3 here up in both terms, so we can simplify it with root of 3 in the denominator. So we have 2 power 3. Now it's a matter of calculation. 2 power 3 equals 8. You need to remember the powers of 2. 2 power 5 equals 32 over 5. So if you add them, you will get it's 40, and 40 over 5 equals 8. So the answer is A. So the main point here that you can get root of 3 as a common factor, then you simplify it with root of 3 in the denominator. Here, now find the expression for equivalent of the next inequality. So he wants the value of x. Directly, we need to isolate x. So we add 10 to both sides. We add 10 to both sides. So if you add 10 to both sides, the first side will have x alone greater than 10 plus 8 equals 18. So x is greater than 18. The answer is A. This is a very simple question, but we need to know this kind of question just in case. Now, let me discuss this kind of questions. Here, this is considered a very difficult question because, guys, here we have addition. So we need to have the same denominator. We need to unify the denominator as I mentioned. Then we try to simplify as we can. Here, guys, we have 1 over 2x plus 4 plus 1 over 2x. Of course, we have many ways to do this question, because here we don't want to find the value of x because we don't have equation. Here, we need to simplify. Focus with me, guys. We need to simplify. So here the denominator is 2x, and here the denominator is 2x plus 4. So the easiest way, because the numerator is 1, we multiply. This is the easiest way to have the same denominator. We multiply like this, and like this, and like this. If you multiply 2x by 1, it equals 2x plus 2x plus 4 multiply 1 equals 2x plus 4. And down we need to multiply the numerators. 2x multiply 2x equal 4x squared. X times x is x squared. 2x multiply 4 equals 8x. Now we compare our answer to the given answers. So we can't do anything. Here we have to put first. Now let's here work on the like terms in the numerator. 2x plus 2x equals 4x. Four x plus 4. Here we have 4x squared plus 8x. Now let me get a common factor up, which is 4. And we still have x plus 1. I get 4 as a common factor. And down, let me get 4 as a common factor. 4x squared plus 2x. We can simplify 4 with 4. So we have x plus 1 over x squared plus 2x. So the answer is C. So in this question, the point is how to add, unlike the numerators, you need to unify the denominators. Now, let's go to another question. This kind of easy question, the average of 5 schools is 170. What is their sum? In the average or the mean, we have very important rule, which is average equals sum over how many? Over how many? So if you now you know how many, you know the average, and you need the sum. So if you want the sum, you multiply average by how many. Average is 5, and how many? The average 5 school, what is their sum? So just I need to multiply the average, which is 5, by how many? I'm sorry, the average is 170. And how many schools we have? We have 5 schools. If you want to find the sum, multiply the average by how many? If you want to find the average, you divide the sum by how many? Now, if you want to know how many, you divide the sum by the average, by the way. So in this case, we multiply 170 by 5 only. Simply 17 multiply 5 is 85, and we add the 0, it's 850. Now, let me go to another question. This kind of easy question. We discussed the same or similar question. Guys, if you have equal fractions, they have the same numerator, we can have the same denominator. So 2x plus 1 equal x plus 2 directly. Or we can do cross multiplication, you will have the same idea. By the end of the day, you will find 2x plus 1, you will find 2x plus 1 equals x plus 2. So as I mentioned, to solve any equation, you need to put the x's in one side. So 2x in the first side, I bring x from this side to this side, it becomes 2x. Let me clarify this. It becomes 2x minus x. And the other side, we will have 2 minus 1. So x equals 1 because 2x minus x is x. And 2 minus 1 equals 1. So here we have x equals 1. Now, other question. If 2x plus 2 equal negative x plus 2, find how much, what's the value of x. Always, guys, I told you, in these cases, we need to isolate x's in one side. So simply, guys, here in the first side, we have 2x. We keep it in the first side, 2x. And in the other side, we have negative x. We bring it to the first side. It becomes plus x. And the other side, we have 2 already. And we have here 2. We bring it to the other side, it becomes minus 2. So the second side becomes 0. And the first side becomes 3x. So 3x equals 0. Whenever you have 3x equals 0, 4x equals 0, 5x equals 0, 2x equals 0, this means x equals 0. This means x equals 0. So the answer is C. Now, let's go to another question. Guys, don't forget, while you see the video, watch the video, to click on like, give me like, and subscribe my channel, and don't forget to share it to your friends. Then everyone can get benefit from these videos, these long videos. Now, other question here. Always, guys, I try to hide the answer because we can use this. You can solve it by yourself. Then you try, you see our answer. You see our answer. You compare it to my answer. Here, x over y equals 4. Z minus y equals 6. Z equals 8. Find the sum, x plus y plus z. So I need to find them all. So I have only z. From this, I can find the value of y because z is 8. 8 minus y equals 6. 8 minus what equals 6. 8 minus what equals 6. 8 minus 2. So from here, I know that y equals 2 mentally. Y equals 2. Now I know y, I know z. Now I want x. X divide y. Y is 2. X divide 2 equals 4. This means that x is 8 because 8 divide 2 equals 4. So now I have x is 8, y is 2, and z is 8. So if you want to add them, 8 plus 8, 16 plus 2 is 18. So the sum is 18. The sum is 18. Now let me go to another question. Always, guys, keep your eyes on the answer, on the choices and the options, because this may help us. This may help us. As I mentioned, guys, in the beginning, you need to know all the two powers, 2 power 2, 2 power 3, 2 power 4, and the roots. This will help us. So the fifth root of 32 is 2. Because, guys, I know that 2 power 5 equals 32. 2 power 2 equals 4, 2 power 3 equals 8, 2 power 4 equals 16, 2 power 5 equals 32. So here, the fifth root of 32 is 2. So here we have 2. Now we have the cubic root of x equals 2. Now, why don't I remember this? Whenever you have a root, cubic root or square root, just try to remove it. If you cube the two sides, this side will become x, and this side will become 2 power 3. Because if you cube this side, this will cancel the cubic root. So x equal 2 power 3, 2 power 3, as I mentioned, 2 times 2 times 2, which is 8. 2 power 3 is not 6, it's 8. Now, this question, find the value. Here, I need to know the rules of exponents. Look, 18. I want something with the base of 3. This is my opinion. Can be solved in many ways, but the easiest way, I make 18 power 2 as 6 power 2 multiply 3 power 2. This is the easiest way. I can write 18 power 2 as 6 power 2 multiply. I keep the exponent and I multiply 6 by 3, which is 18. And here I put 3 power 3. 3 power 2 and here 3 power 3. So I can simplify this with this. We will left with 3 power 1. Now it's very easy to find 6 power 2 equals 36. And 3 power 1 is 3. 36 divide 3 equals 12. So simply the answer is 12. Simply the answer is 12. Now I like these kind of questions. You can you have you have equation with exponents, but as you can see, we don't have the same base. So we can't make the exponents equal. I need to have the same base. So 3 and 9 are very red numbers, because we can write the 9 as 3 power 2. So we'll have 3 power 2 power 2x, and you know power of the power multiplying them. So this side will become 3 power 2. I write the 9 as 3 power 2 power 2x. So power of the power multiply them. So I can write it. I can keep the base as 3 and multiply the power of the power 2 times 2x is 4x. So that's what I want. That's what I want. I want to have the same base. So 3 power 4x equals 3 power x plus 12. So now I can equate x plus 12 and 4x. So I will have 4x equals x plus 12. Now I minus x from both sides, or I take x to the other side. It's up to you, the same idea. So here 12, and the other side we have only 12. Here 4x minus x equals 3x. So 3x equals 12. I divide both sides by 3. So x equals 4. So x equals 4. This kind of easy question. Any number to power of 1 is the same number. 8 power 1, 8, 7 power 1, 7, 9 power 1, 9. So this 7 plus 1 to the power, if any number is 1, so 7 plus 1 equals 8. So the answer is 8. Here's a good question, by the way, because which of the following will make 7z plus 4 as an integer? Which of the following will make 7z as an integer? Which one? Which answer? And 7z plus 4 equals what? This will make z as an integer. I want to try the options, as I think in this case, if you write 7z plus 4, let me try, for example, the first option, 48. I want to solve this equation and I find the value of z and I want z to be an integer. So minus 4 from both sides. So 7z equals 44. 48 minus 4, 44. So 7z equals 44. So if you divide by 7, you divide 44 by 7, guys, you will not find an integer. You will find a rational number because you'll have decimal. So I tried the options until I find the answer. I think it's 46 because if you try, because you minus 4 from both sides, if you write, for example, 7z plus 4 equals 46. If you minus 4 from this number, it becomes 42. And 42 is divisible by 7. So z will be 6. So this option will give us the correct answer. This is a question, the remainder of 9 divided by 85. Only, guys, simply you divide 85 by 9. You will find the answer is 9 and the remainder is 4 because 9 times 9 is 81 and the remainder is 4. Biggest number multiplied by 7 and the outcome is less than 120. You have to try out the options, guys. I always advise the guys to multiply the easiest one. 7 multiply 15, for example, is 105. It's far away from 120. We want the biggest number. So I try to add 7 multiply 16. 7 multiply 16. You add other 7 to 105. 112. 7 multiply 17, 119. It's but if you multiply 7 by 18, it become 126. So it's more than 120. So the answer is 7 multiply 17. Yes, 119. This is the easiest number. You keep trying multiplying the 7 by these numbers until you find the closest number, which is less than 120. I think that's enough for today. I think that's enough for today. Tomorrow or next video, we'll continue algebra. We'll have about 5 parts about algebra. That's all for today. Thank you very much. Don't forget, guys, to like the video, share it to your friends, and subscribe my channel to have more videos on GAT. Thank you very much.